What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Michael Oliver is the referee. This is gonna be fun. Hmm. Defective. I'm going to say. Gonna say two to draw. Oh my god, they went long. Oh my god. Now they people just do this now. Huh? Just kick the ball long. It's interesting. The scorecard. Yep. A match is like World War II. We're playing against it. Okay. Let's go long. Huh? Interesting tactic. Barcelona. Oh, put my money on PSG just because the outcome was good. Nathan, you didn't read it properly. Read it properly now. Matches worldwide, World War II. We are playing like against Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler is the manager, Monaco. Hey, Rhythm. Oh my God, Eric Garcia. Oof. Great defensive work by Zabani. What a beautiful round the world by Lamine Yamal. गलत जगह फंस गया कॉलेज में आज. What do you mean, Dev? How is that? How does that happen? Newcastle won. Worth still has no assists. 4 goals. Let's have a look what SOFA score is saying. There were championship games midweek as well. जय हो पैदरी बाबू कि दिखा दो इन PSG को why you're the best midfielder in the world. Jai Pedri Babu. Oh, happy Gandhi Jayanti, guys. If any of you all celebrate that. Bro, Eric Garcia is going for a walk, dude. Mad. Just let him run right down the middle. Competition with Man United 007. Yeah, ask cost half the price, Beku. Please behave yourself, bro. Ask cost half the price. Thank you very much. Don't forget that part. Leicester Wrexham 1-1, Derby Charlton 1-1, Southampton beat Sheffield, Ipswich, Bristol 1-1. Bristol are starting to lose points, man. Middlesbrough drew 2 as well. Who's on top? Middlesbrough is on top, 4 points ahead of Stoke. Cross comes in. Claimed. Bristol City 4th right now. Coventry, if Coventry wins, Frank Lampard will be 2nd in the championship. They're currently 0-0. Who are they playing? Millwall. Where's Millwall? Millwall's 11th. If Millwall win, they'll be in the top 6. No, they won't be in the top 6 by goal difference, actually. Do you think is Worth's won all 7 games? No, doesn't work like that, my friend. Doesn't work like that, sadly. But nice try. Happy Dasera as well, if you guys are celebrating that as well. Where is he now? That's how you judge. Dude, don't talk rubbish, dude. You spent 120 million and he's done nothing. Okay, just relax, man. And by the way, how has he won all 7 games? Did you all win yesterday? Aren't you all on a back-to-back loss? How has he won all 7 games, Beku? You're lost Saturday. Come on, man. Just calm down, dude. Don't get giddy, man. It's only 6 games. Relax. Relax. You all got to play Chelsea now. Oh my God. By the way, Chelsea with an own goal win. God, the Premier League's going to be long, dude. Premier League's going to be long. It's going to be really long. How to celebrate Gandhi Jayanti, please guide. Well, he's involved in those games. Bro, he lost back-to-back games, Biku. What are you talking about? What do you mean he's involved in it? You mean he played? So did everybody else in the team, dude. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. He's involved in the game means what? You either score or you assist, dude. You don't pay 120 to be involved. Like that, Curtis Jones is involved in the game, dude. He's free. Yeah, what? Look at Petri. He's just running around, dude. What is PSG doing? He's just jogging around. That's crazy. FA Cup, no, not FA Cup. What am I looking at? Championship checked. Then we have to go to the other things we'd like to check. Salford lost again. Good job, Gary. Good job. What else do we have to check? Napoli lost. Serie A. That's what we have to check next. Serie A. Fiorentina drew with Pisa. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, Bernardo came from Monaco. We faced him in 2016, 2017 in the UCL. That Monaco team went to the semis. Liverpool got exposed badly. I don't think it's one game, dude. It's one game. Everyone needs to relax, man. Bro, they laughed at us when we lost at Galatasaray. They couldn't even score, dude. At least we scored 2 goals and still lost. They couldn't even score. People made fun of us. How can you go to Galatasaray and lose, bro? And forget that. Forget Liverpool. Let's get one thing very clear. Spurs played Bodo Glimt. Spurs played Bodo Glimt yesterday, and they barely survived. They were losing until extra time. We went home and away and beat Bodo Glimt last year, a few months ago, actually, to be specific. Spurs got bro. When we said Spurs got the easy side of the bracket, people laughed at us. They said Spurs is not got the easy part of the bracket. You still lost them. Spurs got the easy part of the bracket, dude. They barely survived Bodo Glimt. It is what it is, yeah. It's the luck of the draw. Say good things about your club for one day. How you celebrate Gandhi Jayanti. Where is Swansea? Where is Swansea? I think they are mid-table actually. Swansea are seventh right now. Napoli are currently playing Sporting. Arsenal are playing Olympiacos today. Hmm. Uh, okay, hold on, where it is. So they were saying मैं याद है स्पॉन्सर का बताया था तो आज वो फाइनल तो हो गया पर डीन ने बोला कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स लेकर आओ सो दैट दे कैन इंस्पायर यूथ अब समझ नहीं आ रहा है Oh, header goes over the bar. Zabarni. These people, everybody wants clicks, man. So, so what is hold on? Frimpong at right wing, Soboslai at right back. God knows what all these managers know, dude. They just in nowadays all these managers. I don't know what is their thing. They just enjoy complicating the game. Sometimes I genuinely feel they enjoy complicating the game. I'm hearing the words like Slot does not trust Bradley or Frimpong at right back. I'm like, bro, you bought Frimpong. Electra? And can I get a bottle of water? Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And Zoboslai at right back, and people are like, he doesn't trust Bradley. I'm like, bro, Bradley is more solid than Frimpong. I like how people were like, Frimpong's going to play right wing when Salah go to the African Cup of Nations. I'm like, my God. Bro, when you try to shoe on all these players, no, it just doesn't work. Take it from United fans. They'll be the first people to tell you. You're shoving all these players in your team because they're good players, no, is not the solution for success. Bihar for United for celebrate Gandhi Jayanti. Sorry, Bapu. Was top notch team pickup. You can't do it like us. So the guy who was supposed to replace Cristiano Ronaldo in the national team still can't start for PSG with so many. Arey Baba, he's shit, yeah. I've been telling people for years. He's not good, yeah. He came off one day in an international tournament and whatever, he scored 2 goals or a hat trick or whatever. Everyone gaslit that poor man and he's never been the same since, yeah. What do you think? Because Ronaldo's struggling in a shit Portugal side, Gonzalo Ramos comes and scores goals. That means he's better suited. Doesn't work like that, yeah. Can't play one game. Oh, it was the Euros. Did you see it? We should start Gonzalo Ramos now. Cristiano doesn't have it in him. Come on, man. This Gonzalo Ramos couldn't shine anybody's shoes, dude. Please. It's a joke, Gonzalo Ramos. Now watch it. He'll come off the bench and score today, and then I'll be triggered. But in general, he's crap. Facing them for the first time, the team consists of Mbappe, Falcao, Fabinho, Thomas Lemar, Benjamin Mendy. Oh my god, a blast from the past. Temeo Bakayoko. Joao Moutinho. Oof. Oh, what a block! What a block, yaar. Zabani, come on, man. No, because this was hitting my knees. That's why I'm wondering how. This no, only have to bring this forward. That's it. Yeah, yeah. It's fine. I didn't realize that, but no, you have to move the table. It's okay. Thank you. Hey Jay. Bradley was good, but don't know why he doesn't start. Also, why would you put Zobozlai in defense when he's more useful to you further up? Now we'll play Diamond, not Ekitike and Isaac Words. दिमाग खराब हुआ पड़ा है 2 दिन से कैसे रीच करूँ ये नहीं पता कॉलेज में बोलूँगा तो कहेंगे स्पॉन्सर्स तो ले आए अब क्रिएटर्स नहीं ला पा रहे Bro, this is, I know this doesn't help you there, but this is precisely why I avoided all this shit in college. Because these people think what, man, yaar, let's give them a challenge. Let's see how resilient they are. Let's see if they can do it. This is rubbish, yeah. Like, bro, y'all are kids. Like, you must know an influencer for them to want to come, dude. Also, something one thing I've realized people don't realize because my teacher used to do the same thing to me. They used to be like, Nathan, you speak so well. No, why don't you give speeches? Why don't you like be part of the class representations and all that? And I'm like, bro, I don't want to meet people, man. I don't want to even look at you. If it was up to me, I would. If it was up to me, I'd sit at home and do online classes. I think I would have enjoyed online classes more than anybody I know. I would absolutely enjoy them. These people they see you, and then they start bothering you. Yeah, do this, do this, do that, do this. Becomes too much, man. This is exactly why I used to avoid it. Used to avoid it so much, desperately. What a tackle by Zabani. बाकी बच्चों के काम भी मुझसे करवा रहा है. Then that one, this is precisely why I had no interest in doing this, dude. They used to ask, yeah, I'm like, I'm not interested. Please leave me alone. Rashford released. Couldn't get there. And if you then don't do it, no, then they give you dirty looks for the rest of your year, dude. They give you dirty looks for the rest of the year. That's even worse. It's better to not only be part of it. Pogba is here. Yep. In Monaco. His video got leaked on Twitter and since then he hasn't been the same after scoring the hat-trick. Exactly, George. But this is my thing, right? Like, he was never ever that good, dude. Just because Benfica sell everybody for 60 million, that doesn't mean they're going to become star players here. Someone scammed. Benfica's been scamming people for a while now. To be fair to them, good for them. They are making money. Well-run club, but that doesn't. I remember, yeah, when Cristiano Ronaldo had a bad game and Gonzalo Ramos scored a hat trick off the bench. I was like, look at these people turning on Cristiano, dude. They should start now with him. He's the new guy. He's the future. I'm like, if he just because he's the future doesn't mean he's right for the job, dude. मेरे नंबर लगने हैं इवेंट मैनेजमेंट के सब्जेक्ट के इसलिए करना पड़ रहा है या I get it, Dave. I get it. Listen, man, if you know anybody, just reach out. Yeah, what's the harm? What's the harm? Reach out, see if you can get some funds to pay for their appearance. I don't know exactly where you stay. I don't know who would be the nearest influencers you can call. But one thing I'll tell you, Dave, a lot of these influencers, and people won't believe it, but a lot of these influencers actually are not comfortable public speaking. There's one thing speaking into your camera, no, walking around minding your own business, and there's another thing standing there while hundreds of people are looking at you talk. Monaco scored already. Oh no, here comes Yamal. Laid it off. Rashford! What a pass! Is he on? Oh wow. What a pass for Rashford. Eh? What a pass by Rashford. Diego Jota was better than Gonzalo Ramos. Bro, that's not even a question. Is that even a serious question? Couldn't shine his shoes, dude. Jota was way better. Man City scored Erling Haaland, 15 minutes. What a good finish by Ferran Torres. He didn't smash it. सोच रहा हूँ केओस क्लब के मेंबर्स को रीच कर तो देखता हूँ कैसे करूँ आज रात बैठ के. Bro, you better get on it quick because if you are in Delhi, I think they might be shooting or they might have a show soon, right? So they will be in the Delhi area. Please try. Watch other scores as well. I am. That's what I was just now having a look at. Arsenal 1-0 too, by the way. So Man City, Arsenal up. Martinelli has scored another European goal. Man City up 1-0. Arsenal up 1-0. Barcelona up 1-0. Leverkusen PSV 0-0. Dortmund Athletic Club. Napoli Sporting. Villarreal up 1-0. Georges Mikotadze, if you remember him. The Georgian guy who was playing, I think, for I forgot which French team was it? It wasn't Rennes? Was it Nimes? It was Nimes, I think. I didn't know you went to Villarreal. Wow, so leading Juventus. I'll tell you what, guys. Italy is not getting that fifth spot in the coefficient this year. That's for sure. I'm pretty confident about that. Panathinaikos is also going to be. Oh no, that's later on. Go ahead, Eagles. Panathinaikos Europa League. Bro, Omonia is in the Conference League and we aren't in Europe. How wonderful. I hope Leverkusen also turned out to be scammers to LFC. Jordan Teze has scored. It's 1-1 for Monaco now. The score has been updated. Uh, wasn't up really. Look at Rashi living his life under the UCL lights. Mohak Bhai ko bula do. वो शायद आ जाएगा. I just took part in a project. I just took part in a project sponsored by IIT Bombay and slapped 2 months attendance letter on the head. Are you seriously? They just gave you 2 months attendance for attending one event. Quite crafty, Vedang. काम करता हुआ गोवा से दिल्ली की फ्लाइट बुक करा के आपको बुला लेता हूँ इसी बहाने क्लब के मेंबर से भी मिलना मजा कर रहा हूँ. Yeah, I wish I could, buddy, but fortunately, I'm not available either, believe it or not. And I'm certainly not a influencer in the literal sense, at least not yet. Our Bundesliga signings have always been hit. Yeah, but every signing's not a hit either. No, that's the other problem. Any other goals? Nothing so far. How is Napoli not scored already? I think Dortmund are going to lose to Bilbao. Arsenal absolutely struggled last week, didn't they? Ajay, Calcio Chacha, I think that's the channel. He's a, I think he supports Roma. I'm not sure. Ooh, oh, he ran out of land there. Bacola ran out of ground. Wow, Ferran was quite onside too. Oh, he was so onside there. That's the reason I hate Bacola. Why? Because he just runs, no control. Once he played against Omonia in the Europa League, and now look, that's precisely what I was saying, George. And now look, they're still in Europe. I mean, technically they're in the Conference League, but yes, ironically they have also declined. Funny enough, but yeah, we aren't. Go Yamal, lays off 1-2. Bro, I used to always say no tippy tappy football. Literally yesterday, I was on YouTube and I saw a podcast with Sam Allardyce, and the headline of the podcast is "No Tippy Tappy Football Podcast." And I'm like, hold on a minute, dude. I feel like I should get some of that revenue, dude. Because when I used to call it tippy tappy, people used to think I was just making a joke or trying to be insulting. And here we go to see there's an actual podcast with legit guests on. No tippy tappy football, dude. It's brilliant. From distance, old stories. A guide professor called my pops that I was absent for too many days and said this and that. So today I printed a letter about attendance. Took it to the senior professors, took sign and from HOD too. They've also another thing. If you're in Delhi, maybe try that girl that was on the Chaos Club video, Leti Choka, I think her name is. There are a lot of people in Delhi, dude, but it's like, who are you supposed to call? Like, what do you want to call? My boy Nathan ahead of. It's not even that, Jay. It's like people used to actually think I'm being insulting. I'm like, bro, don't call it tippy tappy. It's tiki taka. I'm like, it's the same shit, dude. It's just words. Yeah, I'm watching Sam Allardyce, dude. Legend. No tippy tappy football. He's probably the flag bearer, dude. No tippy tappy football. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, yeah, that was really loose there by Frankie De Jong. Don't tell me they're looking for penalties. Oh, they're not. Thank God. Hello, can anyone help me watch the matches? कोई free website बता दो. बता दो, sorry. Yes, I mean, I can't really do it myself for obvious reasons, but if someone wants to help it out, please help someone out. A tippy tappy football made Saf shaking the UCL final twice. Whatever, dude. Whatever. It doesn't change the fact that it's boring as balls, dude. I'm sorry to tell you. That will never change. It'll never change. That a lot of people agree. So, man, listen, if they want to play, let them play, dude. No, you don't have to like it. Oh, here we go. PSG are trying to cook now. 2-on-2. Oh no, they're filing out though. Oh, Pudin's here. I put in thoughts on the Chelsea game yesterday. I forgot to ask. Whole point of the this event is the project even and still it's in its qualifying phase, not even finals. Okay, what's the project, Vedang? We play tip tip Barsa Pani. मार्का खाना तो पड़ा है पर हिम्मत नहीं हो रही कॉल करने का उसको. Listen, yeah, ask, yeah. Ask. What is the harm? What is the harm? The worst thing someone can say, there is no. What else? What else can happen? That's the worst that can happen in life, dude. Someone says no. Who's this Mbaye kid? He's creating problems over here. There we go. I don't know how Rashford was on the opposite side of the pitch to make tackles there, but he was. Bro, see that? Yeah, he was on the opposite side of the pitch. Won the foul. Big Sam's words. Any other than tippy tappy. Some of the worst football I've seen in my life. See, Sam Allardyce. Sam Allardyce knows, dude. What's another one? By the way, we don't play tippy tappy football anymore. We play different now. We didn't have the most possession against United last. Oh, it's a wonderful free kick. Very well done there. Very well done there by Hachraf Hakimi. A robot detecting obstacles, and we still have not produced any front end work. Only back end is going on now. A robot detecting obstacles. God help me, Vedang. All this robotic stuff frightens the hell out of me. I love how everyone is doing more and more of it. Listening to Joe Rogan, and he's making me panic. Every podcast I listen to him, sometimes I start panicking. Man, I feel envious when I see other teams play such good direct football, so pleasing for the eyes. Bro, we just that's nasty on Pedri, man. He's got proper scrape marks on his shins. I don't know, man. We can't even play football, dude. Forget direct. We can't play any brand of football, it seems. Bro, like I'm a little so Jay. I know this is off topic, but I'm really disappointed in the fan base even, bro. Because and I feel sad saying it because we had someone as everyone likes to make fun of me here. I always look at it chronologically. When Ole was there finishing second and third, people were like, yeah, but he doesn't win anything. Then when Ten Hag was finishing whatever fourth and eighth or whatever the numbers were and winning cups, they were like, bro, we are not a cup team, man. Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues only. As if we won so many of the Champions Leagues. Everyone is talking. And 4 years later, I mean, it's incredible. Oh, Rashford, oh, double team that almost got away from both of them. Oh, Nuno Mendes absolutely skinned Pedri and Yamal. That was brilliant. Ooh, nasty. Yellow card. Nice try, De Jong. Nice try. Terrible there. Wonderful run by Nuno Mensch. Um, Now, 4 years later, people are saying, let's stabilize the team. Let's challenge for your European spots. Like, bro, we already had someone doing that and you complained. 4 years later, you all want the same thing. He was contending with shitter players, dude. That's the real sad part. And then they go, but it was getting bad with Ole. Bro, getting bad with Ole was eighth place mid season, not eighth place end of season. That's the best part. I see robot, I get Haaland flashbacks. No, it's some basic sensors feeding into its sensory chip like Arduino and then feedback to motor so they can adjust. I love how Vedang is like, ooh, that's really simple. And then if you put 90% of the people and ask them how do you do this roughly, people won't have a Scooby Doo clue of doing it. Ooh, that's a oh, on his Achilles. Oh no, that looked ugly to watch. It's going to be a red card check, isn't it? They're not even going to check the red card. Dude, that's nasty. Hey, don't pick him up, dude. He could tear something. I'm not going to lie. Frankie De Jong is very, very lucky there. Because that's a proper step onto his Achilles. That could have been real bad. I was only until the end, got constant abuse. But Jay, it's not even I'm right, you're wrong. It's just that how the desires have changed in 4 years. I- The thing is, we got ahead of ourselves as usual. Like De Gea, now with Bruno, like with other people, we get ahead of ourselves, and now we are paying for it again. And there will be people who will be like, man, we have better expectations. We are fans of this club. This is Manchester. The whole usual thing. Yeah, but at the end of the day, now look at you. 4 years later, and you're asking for what Ole was doing for you both seasons. And everyone admits the team was worse. So the best part is, I don't. People still try to defend this manager. They openly admit that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had a worse team, but they still try to defend Ruben Amorim, which is very hypocritical. But I think most people are done anyway now, man. Most people are done. Most people know it's going to happen, I think, eventually. So I think nobody is really frustrated anymore. Simply said, a radar on a vehicular robot rather than a submarine. Sure. Simply said. Let's bring Sam in for the vibe. No, dude, Sam has no vibes. Let's be honest. Sam Allardyce is going to suck the life out of whatever's left of these players. 30 and have a bald patch now. Bro, I have no haircut routine. Hair care routine. I have no hair care routine. I have none. I use some basic shampoo thrice a week. Um, if if you have a bald patch, don't worry, dude. You can go to Turkey. The ban will be lifted eventually because come on, you know how this is. That's not how it works ever with any country. Just save up your money, go to Turkey, get it done. You'll be good as new, dude. No one will know. No one needs to know, dude. Head out to Turkey, dude. Simple as that. Bro, it's one sensor and one decision making chip, basically CPU and motors and some wires. Yes. Yes, Vedant. You're right. It's basically those things. It's basically those things. You know what? All of you people are probably better tech oriented than I am. I have a question to ask any of y'all who I don't know if any of you guys know, but I actually am curious to know what are your thoughts on it. Your thoughts on cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, whatever the names are. Are any of you all doing it or mining it or whatever it's called? Turkey, that's interesting. It's not interesting though, Mridul. It's smart. You can get your teeth done, you can get your hair done. Try to get like a 1 month visa. Try to get like I mean, the Airbnbs won't be cheap, but try to get an Airbnb, preferably somewhere near where the work is being done. Get it done. Oh, that's a nice pass there by Rashford de Jong. Laid off, very lazy layoff there by de Jong. He did not see the distance there between the players. Very, very lazy. Could have done way better, de Jong. Just trying to be too cute. Vitinha, yeah, I don't know what Vitinha is trying to do here. Vitinha, third centre back, for whatever reason. Laid off over the top. Oh, that was lovely done. That was well done there by Barcelona. Oh, from distance? Oh. What's up with Turkey? What secret sauce have they got? No, that's just the best technology there is, dude. You can get it done here too, but it's just. Bro's trolling. I'm not trolling you, dude. Our ideas of simple is just different. It's not a troll. I love Fede Valverde, man. When he doesn't perform or do mistakes, he openly admits it. That's why I respect him a lot. Yeah, but the thing is, he can afford to do it, dude, because there's other people that can pick up the slack. Oh, here we go. PSG are through. What a goal! What a goal! I don't know who scored it, but what a goal! Who's this? Mayubu? Malulu? Who the hell is this kid, man? Where is PSG getting all these kids from, bro? Maliulu? Couldn't see the name properly. Give me a second. I don't know what was there. It looked like the defender got stuck in the slide tackle. Let's see. 1-2. That is a nice move there. Nuno Mensch again. Now Dion couldn't do anything stupid. And luckily, De Jong was in front of him. Kubarsi misses it completely. No, I would say, yeah, he does miss it. It goes behind him, to be fair. So, slight tackling behind is a little different, difficult. Through Mayulu sends Chesney to the shops, other side of the goal. Looks like it's game on, guys. I did say 1-1. Or did I say 2-2? I said score draw. I don't remember what the numbers were. Now we're cooking. Oh wait, we might not be cooking. We're cooking so far, I should say. Don't Let's not jinx it. We might not be cooking with anything in a few minutes. Kunde. Try, Olmo trying to be pretty. Failed horribly. Back with PSG. Bro, Nuno Mendes again creating horror shows for the opposition, bro. Can you imagine we were linked to him and then he re-signed a new deal? Not saying he would sign with us, by the way, but they used us to put pressure, man. PSG signed a new deal with Nuno Mendes. Can you imagine? Then you look like Guardiola, but brown and little old. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Yeah, so Mridul, I don't know if they have any secret sauce per se. I would say more than secret sauce, I would say they have just managed to do it better than everybody else so far. Yeah, I think that is a fair way. It's just secret sauce is really unfair. A lot of people go, but George Muscle saying there's a lot of scammers in bro. There's a lot of scammers everywhere, yeah, but a lot of people, especially in England, a lot of people go to Turkey to get their work done. Didn't Firmino go to Turkey to get his teeth done? Even I think a bunch of Premier League players went to do that as well. I think Jurgen Klopp got his teeth done, didn't he? Lots of people got their teeth done actually. Bruno Fernandes, I think, got his teeth done too. Not maybe not at Turkey, but I think Xavi might join us. I think he might join us, but I don't know why he would join us because I feel like he's only going to get an interim post. Crypto is shady, I think, because we don't know who controls it. Like what we're mining today might be someone's stash. How do I don't understand? Can someone explain to me how the hell do you turn it into actual money? Like if you want to sell it, right? Let's say I make whatever. Let's say I made $1 million in Bitcoin, whatever I mined it, and I don't want Bitcoin anymore. I want cash. I want to feel that. I want to feel that paper in my hand, and maybe make a rap video and dance in it. Oh, over the bars. Oh, Bacola. Oh, Bacola. Oh, Jane Goodall passed away at 91. For people who don't know, she's I think she's a nature activist. Very famous lady. Oh, Mary Poppins turned 90 today, apparently. Look at all these fun facts. Here we go. Laid off. Cut back. Throw in for PSG. I'm looking for that video because George said there are scammers, no, and I wanted to. There's a lot of people that hair transplants, and they give the information of the guy, and they do it themselves because it's sponsored. So they do it themselves. They show you the place. They go to that place, everything. But I can't find it right now. I was having a look. I'm pretty sure Mike, that guy of Logan Paul's guy. I think even he went to Turkey to get his hair done. I mean, he lives in America, dude. Man's living in America and getting his hairline done. Then you know what else can I tell you? Where is this guy, dude? Seriously, try looking for it. Did you forget this kid scored in the UCL final? I'd like to forget. Mayulu, Malulu. There we go, Rashi. Oh, he took Zabani's soul. Corner. Poor Zabani, dude. He looked confused there for a moment. Oh, there's a Indian doctor saying that you'll get good experienced doctors right here. Hmm. Can't find that guy, man. I'll find him off stream. Remind me, Mredul, next time. Half time. And I might have to go for a hair transplant soon. So stay tuned. Good first half. By the way, on crypto, less chances. Yes, hold on. I have to catch up now because I've been looking for that thing because everyone said it's a fraud place. Less chances the boom in future should keep it at its lowest priority in investment ladder, but don't rule it out entirely. I don't even know how to do it, dude. I can't rule it out. I don't know how to do it. Just like the Huck she launched a Bitcoin, man. Many buyed and then she dipped by releasing all the coins. Yeah, that crash happened, right? Fede errors are rare in seasons made. Yeah, but the real problem is regarding the Fede Valverde thing. The real problem is there are leaders all over the pitch, even if Valverde doesn't do well. Like I told you the other day when we were discussing, everyone is saying strip the captaincy of Bruno. Who's there? Who's been consistent enough to wear that armband? If you're going to just give the armband to just give the armband, you can pick anybody. People are saying Delict, but Delict's not guaranteed to start at the back three. Now I know you will pick him and I will pick him, but according to Ruben Amorim, he is capable of rotating. So what's the point of making him captain? Best is traditional and essential assets like gold. One day I'm going to sit on one of these streams, and I'm going to introduce you to my grills. I'm going to get gold grills. Why not? Life is too short. I'll be only wearing the grills in my house because I'm not trying to get robbed. Mayulu sounds like a Parsi dish. Nathan Hoyland has scored for Napoli. I'm so happy for him here. I'm so happy for him, seriously. What a good, solid professional we have. But we cannot help ourselves, man. We always are going to lose players. We do not know what we have till it's gone. It's facts. Haaland scored before halftime. By the way, City are up 2-1. Arsenal are still leading. Dortmund are currently leading against Athletic Club. Wow, it took them only one half. Arsenal should pay attention. Napoli scored, of course, as just mentioned here. When did he score? 36 minutes. Rasmus Højlund. And Villarreal up 1-0 by Georges Mikotadze. Bro, there is no way that was the kind of goal he scored. Kevin De Bruyne from the halfway line passes it to Højlund, who drops deep, and then he makes a run and scores. Wow. Say that name. It was funny, please. Mayulu? Looks like Mazraoui went for a hair transplant. He did. Yeah, I bet you can guess where he went to. Turkish women are beautiful and I've heard very friendly with Indians. My ex was an exchange student in Serbia. We have Turkish friends there. Wait, what? Your friend was an exchange student in Serbia and made a lot of Turkish friends in Serbia. They are very pretty. And they are not as conservative as other countries that are majority Muslim. That's what I've seen, at least. Haaland scored, yes, said that. Cryptocurrency is basically virtual gold in stash or virtual data mines like coal mines, thus word mining. And its exchange rate is basically decided like that of gold or silver. Am I watching Hakimi and Nuno? Those are real attacking wing backs. I like a certain someone. I know, dude. I know you don't like Dogu Baba. We don't have to go through it again. Also, are they really wing backs? Aren't they playing a back four? So aren't they just regular good old fullbacks? Because Hakimi may have played wing back at Inter Milan actually, but I don't think he's played wing back anywhere else. Rashford is playing crazy. He is. Again, I can be wrong in some terms, but it's how I understand. Fair enough. Nathan or anyone in chat says some wisdom guy. I'm 30, back end guy who's had a career break for 2 years and want to restart his life. I personally want to leave the country. Any advice, anyone? Well, first of all, Mridul, it would be nice if you tell us what is the job you do or used to do or what is your degree. Otherwise, it's difficult to tell you where you should go. Honest opinion, I'm a student. I can't say shit here, but all hail the great Sadhguru and motivational Yapani. I actually enjoy listening to Sadhguru talk. I mean, I don't listen to all of whatever he says, but whatever little I've listened, I enjoy it. Nuno is the player we needed at United. Sanket, we were linked to him, but I think it was for a deal to be extended, and it worked. Can I summarize your first half if you want? Of course, Nitesh, please. Dude, my man, my photo was laggy. I didn't see shit. Apart from Freedom Fight, everyone who left United is doing good. No, I don't know about that. Marcia is not doing good. Pogba is not doing good. Mostly because of his own issues, not even football related. I don't know, man. Is Anthony doing good? Or was that good 6 months? I know he got an assist again in Europe, but I don't know, man. You have to give it time to see. Give it time to see. It'll be easy to sell Rash, the Brash, and Rasmus. Yeah, but the sad part is we didn't need to sell Rasmus in the first place. We spent more money on somebody else, which is pointless now. And Rashford, we are only getting 26 million GK. It's not really a lot of money. But you're also assuming that Barcelona want to buy him. If they get a better winger available, they might just not buy Rashford either. So you have to take that into account. Talking about Pogba, we need to dig out that hyena. Okay, does anyone want to help Mridul with this question? Mridul, we are waiting for whatever your I hate asking people that, but whatever you did for work and your degree, because that would be more useful for all these people here who are currently working and know what they are doing. Ah, yes, P-Tech, Computer Science, Bits Pilani. Ooh, fancy. Software developer, been 2 years since career break, mental health struggles. At this point, I'm desperate to just resume work life for the sake of my mental health. If I may ask, Mridul, has it, would you be okay to work from home, or do you really need to just get out of your house? Uh, I know you want to go out of the country, but if you're really urgently looking to leave right now, I would suggest maybe try Pune and Bangalore for now, at least temporarily. And I could be wrong, Mridul, but the um, Netherlands is quite the IT hub apparently. I didn't know this until recently, but it seems it is. Looking for remote jobs so I can be at home, but I personally want to restart life elsewhere. My engagement broke last year. I'm struggling ever since. Yeah, bro, you can find women anytime, man. Don't be so hard on yourself, dude. Not everyone gets married at 25 and has children at 30, dude. I'm also unmarried. I'm not, bro. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be real with you, okay? And I know it will not sound very Indian, but I'll tell you one thing right now. I don't know if it was love marriage or it was arranged marriage. But if it was an arranged marriage, Mridul, if I'm being honest with you, maybe it was just not the right person. If it was love, maybe it's not the right person. And if it's arranged, bro, it's better you find someone for yourself. Did he just point to his head, Ferran Torres, and did the celebration? Oh, he's robbing Rashford's celebration. I mean, that's a little mad, dude. Look at him pointing to his head. Everybody's on the bandwagon now when people do well. I'm talking about the name you kept saying in Portuguese accent yesterday. That was in Portuguese, dude. It was Spanish. Gonzalo Garcia. Portuguese would be Gonçalo Garcia. You're right, Nathan, but we can do good business to sell players. I mean, dude, what are we going to buy for 20 million GK? This is the problem. If we were getting 40 million for Rashford, we can sit here and have this discussion. What are we getting for 25 million, bro? We bought Dogu for 30. If we're getting Patrick Dogu for 30 million, dude, what player are we going to buy with if we sell Rashford? And I know everyone will go, yeah, but the wages are off the books. Fuck the wages, bro. Like honestly, we are not accountants. What do we do after selling Rashford? What can we buy? Forget the wages, dude. Wages. We aren't paying the wages, dude. Let's move on from that. In terms of FFP purposes, what are we going to do with 25 million pounds? Who are we going to buy for that money? Monaco City, first half summary. City controlled the game most of the time, creating chances, scored first, but for a little moment of time, Monaco started pressing good and scored a banger. After that, we again got the control and seems like there is a goal coming, and it came at the end of the first half, 44 minutes, right? Monaco had the momentum initially, and after that, they looked okay. Had their moment initially, but after they looked in full control, in my opinion. We need to score one more. Monaco's looking dangerous. Would strongly suggest to move out of your house, go elsewhere, and our actual workplace might really help. Wishing you the best. WWE में रोमन रेंस पहले जाते हैं, फिर एक महीने के बाद वापस आ जाते हैं. मुझे समझ नहीं आते ऐसे कैंसर है कि नहीं. He is winding down his career, Dave. If I remember correctly, he's winding down his career. So he's also picking his books. What? Uh, Gonzalo Garcia. Yeah, you know what's the funny thing with Rhythm? If you went to Mexico, they would just say Gonzalo Garcia, and then you're sitting there trying to act cultured. Then in Spain, they have this weird way of saying words because of the other, what do you call it? The other dialects of Spanish. So yeah. So love marriage. She loved me like a, but when I quit my job due to anxiety and became homebound, she didn't understand my decision. Can't blame her. No one wants a struggling husband. Oh, Mridul, you know what? I don't know the details of your relationship, so I don't want to comment too much about it. But I'll say it like this, Mridul. If she didn't want to have a struggling husband before she got married, let me tell you one thing right now. Let me tell you one thing right now. Don't take this offense. I would have said this to Jay, Rhythm, Dave, anybody else who said the same thing to me. If you think you're not going to struggle when you get married, if you think that life's not going to get hard at any point of time to the point where it will test your relationships, then I would honestly recommend you to never get in a relationship ever again. Because in your case, it happened before you got married, but there's nobody I know that has not had problems in their marriage because of whatever work, money, whatever. If she couldn't understand why you were struggling, the only thing I would say is, Bredul, work on your way, work on you, and work on your way of explaining things in the future. Because when you say she didn't understand your decisions, I'm not blaming you because I don't know what happened, but I would say work on the way you express yourself better. Us men are not very good at it. That is the truth. In general, men are not very good at expressing their anything, really, anything for that matter. So try to do that better. Um, I don't know. I don't know what she's doing right now. I don't know if you're in touch, but if she's not married yet and you can sort your life out soon, maybe there's something still there. Maybe. See, dude, the thing is, you never know in life, man. People just think they know. People always think they know. And I'll tell you another fun fact, Mridul. Everybody in their 20s act like they know what's going to happen in life. Nobody knows shit, dude. Nobody knows shit. You know how you see all those what do you call it? All those motivational speakers, and they go, oh, I always knew I was going to be something big. No, you didn't, dude. Come on. Be real. You didn't know you're going to be big. You know, this is one of the reasons I really love Joe Rogan, Mridul. A lot of people ask him, they come on his podcast and ask him, did you ever think you were going to be this big? He was like, dude, my friends used to tell me not to do this podcast when nobody was listening. They used to say, like, what are you doing, man? Why are you spending 2 hours talking into the internet? Why are you wasting your time? His friends used to say that to him. Now, those same friends use his podcast 10 years later, 15 years later to promote their comedy specials, to promote their books, to promote their movies, to promote their next fights. Now, I'm not saying he was like he dunked on them, as the kids like to say. He didn't dunk on anyone. He just did it because he liked it. He just did it because he liked it. And he has the biggest podcast in the world now, and he's a comedian. He's not an IIT graduate. He's not an IIM graduate. He signed a super exclusive deal to Spotify and made him the number one biggest podcast in the world. He doesn't have no fancy degree. He didn't go to Oxford. I don't even think. I think he went to. I think he went to like what he went to University of Massachusetts. He went to a regular college. Um, so you don't know what's going to happen in life, dude. All you can do is figure out now. Right now, I would recommend you to go to Pune, Bangalore, any kind of hub where IT is prevalent. I know you say you want to work from home, but maybe you need to get out of your house, Pradul. Maybe you need a change of space. Maybe you need a change of environment. What you can do is you can look for a job that gives you remote or office access. So tomorrow, if you're not happy, you can just go back home. I forgot where you stay, Pradul, but you can just go back home if you want. Just get have the option of remote working in have the option of a remote working job, and but go there, go to the city, see the life, meet new people, see what happens, man. If I'm not wrong, Joe Rogan is America ka Ranveer Alabadia. No, dude, he's significantly better than him. And here's the thing, Ranveer Alabadia also, all serious conversation. Joe Rogan, he talks to scientists, philosophers, comedians, fighters. He talks to everybody. I don't know, man. Whatever. Ranveer is all right. Sometimes his conversations are too serious, dude. Like I'm not really interested. I'm not, sometimes you just want to have a good fun conversation. You don't need to. You don't. Every conversation doesn't need to be knowledgeable. Sometimes it just can be fun and entertaining. That's just my opinion, of course. It is what it is. I honestly hate India. And I personally I've not found no one who has empathy for anxiety. They don't, because they don't. As much as I love this country, we are a backward nation. We are, Brazil, but you have to also understand something, dude. A lot of people have not been. There's no nice way of putting it, so I'll just say it, man. And then a lot of people's education and understanding have are different throughout the years. The education system has failed a lot of people, and continues to fail a lot of people, sadly. Uh, but you know, it's gotten a lot better, Mridul. It used to be a lot worse. You know, it used to be a lot worse. I hear what you're saying. It's a great point, but I mean, listen, dude. I'll tell you something right now. Take away your family aside for a second. Like my grandfather was super tough, dude. Super tough. Like mentally tough. And my dad, he's also quite tough mentally. There's no, I don't deny it. And I'm also mentally tough, but not to the extent of my grandfather. Like my grandfather was like iron will, dude. He had serious health issues, but he never gave up on life. The old people are a different breed, dude. Really old people, though, they are a whole different breed. They are a whole another kind of person. Especially when some of our family, especially in the olden days, grew up really tough. Yeah. It makes you really hard, dude. It makes you a hard person. So empathy for anxiety is not high. It's true, but it's also not high because of the. It's also not high because of the environment people have been in, and the people you expect to have empathy for you. They have been in harsher environments. You know, maybe they've had a harder life than us. So it's really tough to have empathy that way, man. Because when you have a tougher life, people were like, bro, we did it. We had it tougher than you. We didn't have all the conveniences you have in life. How can we feel sorry for you? That is not the right way to look at it. But you know, it is sadly the way of the world. But things are getting better, man. Even in our country, like on for an emotional intelligence level, things are getting better. They're just taking longer to get there. Same, Nathan. I feel that Spanish people are funny. You're saying it's all in the dialect, dude. It's all in the dialect. I feel like whatever Spanish I've learned, no, I'm only able to go to Mexico and understand what anyone's saying. So, like, seriously, some of the same words, just the way they pronounce it only is incredibly confusing. Kunde with, I don't know what kind of pass that was, but okay. Completely broke down play there pointlessly. Great words, Nathan, about marriage. Learn new things. That's why I always come to this channel. Don't thank me, Rhythm. Like, say, for example, you're in Canada today. It was a joke, bro. Wait, what? No, no. I understood you. It was a joke, Nitesh. I'm just explaining to you my thoughts on Ranveer. I know it's a joke. I'm just telling you what I think is the difference, because even you're not the first person who said that. I think, I don't know, man. I heard it. I heard someone else say it, or I don't know if I read it on Twitter or something. He's India's Joe Rogan. I'm like, not really, though. Not really. Depending on who he gets, his questions are written down, and Joe Rogan doesn't do that. He's openly admitted politicians have come on, asked to come on, and they want a checklist of questions, and he's like, bro, I don't have a checklist of questions. That's not how I function my podcast. I go with the flow. And he's like, so I had to say no to these so and so people who wanted this kind of interview. I feel like Ranveer won't do that. Ranveer will ask the questions he wants to ask, because he rather have a conversation than not a no conversation at all. And that, fair enough, that's the way he wants to do things. It's unfortunately put him in a lot of hot water talking to all these politically charged people after what he's done recently. This is the problem. When you start talking to serious people, things get very serious. Then you are held to a different standard now, which is another thing I like about Joe Rogan. There's no standard he's held to. He just does his own thing. I like that. Minds his own business. If people want to come, they come. If people don't want to come, they don't come. They don't have to watch either. Did you know that 25 million clause of Dumfries will come again for some period in 2026 summer window? By the time that happens, Dumfries, I think, will be in his 30s. What is the point? How long will Dumfries be here? Ooh, shoot straight at the keeper. Here we go. PSG cooking cutback. Malulu. Saying Malulu is just fun now. That's not even his name. Sorry, what were you saying? Yeah, Rhythm. Great words about marriage. Like, for example, Rhythm, today you're in Canada. Back of your mind, you'll be like, man, I can't date any of these crazy white ladies in Canada. I'm looking for an Indian girl. I know you're young, but maybe in the back of your head, you're thinking that. But tomorrow, a Canadian lady might turn your head. They might be the best person you've ever met in your life. And you take a chance on it, man. It can come from anywhere. It mostly always comes from unexpected places. Love. Been in Bangalore for 7 years, 3 years. I haven't seen my family. They don't know about my issues. Just about my flight, I'm going home, Amritsar. Ooh. Always wanted to go, man. Golden temples on the bucket list. Very fascinated. Indeed, bro, grandparents. Yeah, they are a different breed, dude. And listen, man, I loved my grandparents, but they grew up in a real tough time, dude. I mean, some of the stuff we complain about. I'm not saying your problems specifically, but some of the things we complain about in life. I mean, if my grandparents were alive, they would be very disappointed in me. Honestly, that's. I'm just being honest here. I'm talking about my own family. Um, just a different time. I always try to explain that to people, man. People always have these disagreements with their parents, culturally, cultural differences, generational differences. I always try to explain to people, I'm like, you can't explain things to people who have never experienced it, because the life experience part of it is different. The things you tell them, they've never experienced. They can't understand it. Yes, I know people are going through shit in life and it's good they're talking here, but I want to say something, but it'll be offensive. I mean, say whatever you want, Nitesh. However, people will take it. I can't tell you they won't take it offensively. So you're going back in 6 days to Amritsar. You've been in Bangalore for 7 years. 3 years you haven't seen my family. But Mridul, is there a reason? Like, you have taken a 2 year break. Why didn't you go see your family? Like, do they not know you're not been working? And also, how have you been surviving for the last 2 years, Mridul? If you have not been working for 2 years and you haven't seen your parents in three, how have you been surviving so far? Hey Dinesh, I'm good. Finally got a good game, man. Yesterday's game was a little annoying to watch. But ये है कि Indians both frustrated है. You can see it at home at traffic signal. Everyone is just for the quality of life is very good, not very good for me. That is true. You can't deny that. There is frustration everywhere in this country. Very, very true. And the places where there aren't any, like Goa, that's also going to increase now because all those people are coming here to live permanently and they're coming here with their attitude. They're not coming here to acclimate with the way Goa life is. So even the places that aren't like that, Mridul, are eventually also going to be changed like that, sadly. That's just how it is. अब खुद ऐसे कितने लोगों को जानते होगे नितिन जो पहले खुश रहते थे एंड जिंदगी की भाग दौड़ ने पूरी हैप्पीनेस तक कर दी ऑफ कोर्स as you get old see dude the great thing about being a child is no is that you don't really know anything about life. The things you love about life are incredibly simple. And then, ooh, that's a nasty tackle again. This time the shoe comes off. Man, these tackles are dangerous. Yeah, these Barcelona tackles are really, really dangerous. I mean, the guy's full shoe came off, dude. No, no, man. These people are really lucky on these fouls. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're getting very, very lucky on the fouls. Yeah, Barcelona. Let's see what else is happening everywhere else. The grade was neither. I'm 25, so not that old, not young. But it's not even about being old or young, dude. It's just about what happens. You don't really know what's going to happen in life. It's not even about age. Like, I know people who got married in their mid 30s, dude. That's what I'm trying to tell Mridul. Even if you're 30 years old, maybe it was just not the right time for you to get married, dude. Sometimes it can be that simple, you know. It doesn't have to. I mean, it sucks, but it can be that simple. Dortmund up 2-0. Napoli still up 1-0. Juventus made a comeback 2-1. Two second half goals, Gatti and Conceição. Juventus are leading again. Update on the scores. मेरी टफ टाइम में हर कोई बोलता था कि घर जा बट आई न्यू उनको कुछ नहीं समझेगा एज यू सेड ब्रो हमारे माँ बाप अलग ब्रीड रहे हैं यूज्ड टू हार्शनेस सपोर्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे. I hear it, dude. But like for example now, group hug time, wherever y'all want to. Savings, bro, burnt my funds. I don't know about everyone here. I wish Vedant was here. Vedant would have probably been very useful for this conversation. But maybe try Pune, dude. Maybe try Pune. Maybe try Pune. Work from home, dude. If what you're saying is true about your parents and they will not understand what's been happening, I think going home is not a good idea. Unless that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, then of course do it. But I think you have to maybe at least for the next year, at least try and get a job, dude. Figure it out in time. Because if you want a better environment, you'll have to stay somewhere else. If you don't think parents will what did your parents know about the whole marriage thing, Ritul? Like what did they say about that? Did they know? Never been to Pune. I can try. I mean, listen, man. All you can do is try in life, dude. You never know. I would tell you go to Bombay because there's crazy amounts of work you can get there. But the thing is, life is expensive there. That's the problem. Rent is expensive there. The apartments are not very big, so unless you're going to be, unless you enjoy your alone time, it will feel very stuck. You'll feel very stuck. Group hug. Here we go. PSG are through. They're going to group hug. Oh, so they're going to get into a group hug now after they score the second goal. Rashi's through. Man, Rashi's been cooking Zabani the whole game. Oh, that's a ball by Rashford to Lamine Yamal, who's been awfully quiet this game. Foul. Ooh, not a foul. Wow. It's not a penalty, Yamal. Shut up. It's not a penalty. Behave yourself, man. It's nowhere near the penalty. Stop that. De Jong, you bloody fraud. Nowhere near the penalty box, dude. Come on. Poor. Poor by Barcelona asking for a penalty there. Nowhere near. I'm asking for a yellow card. Come on, bro. De Jong tried to cut his Achilles off in the first half. Be careful if we're talking about the next Messi Yamal. He's calling for a penalty and he's nowhere near it. I don't know who's going to challenge him on that. That's terrible. Then he's doing his hand signal for the card, which by the way, there was a time in football where if you do the ask for the card seller thing, if you gesture getting a card, they would actually give you a yellow card. Funny enough, they don't do anymore. He said same thing as my girl. Behave like 30-year-old. I'm 30 में क्या कर रहे थे लाइफ में ये सब एंजाइटी एंड ऑल किन चक्करों में पड़ रहा है तू गेट आउट ऑफ इट. Whether UAE may try किया, but it's too hard. Got two calls from Sharjah and Dubai for extremely low wages. Dubai तो you can't. Dubai तो you can't. It's too expensive. Dubai. बासा का यमला पगला दीवाना. I mean, you could try in Ras Al Khaimah or Fujairah or something, but you can't. Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, maybe Alain, you could try. You'd have to go somewhere where it's cheaper to live. Otherwise, the wages won't be worth it. What if I may ask, Brazil, what is your girl doing, and how old is she, if I may ask? Because oh, here we go. Cut back. Oh! I don't know who hit the save there. One of the defenders hit the save. Oh, that's mad. Oh my god, he had all the time in the world, Yamal. All the time in the world there. The ball fell right to him. That was a terrible clearance by Zabani, who's been good the whole game. Hakimi with a block. Hakimi comes flying in from God knows where, dude. What a block. What a block. Rhythm, since we are talking about love life, have you found anybody in Canada? Here we go. What is Rashford trying to do there? Is it off all the way back? 33. Have a clinic in Delhi. She's also moving to Dubai. Wait, she's older than you? Oh, wow, brother. Well, what is that saying? There's a funny one. What is that? Uh, Men of culture, we welcome you. I always find that phrase very funny when I hear it. Uh, she has a clinic, dude. This is the other thing, man. When like doctors and all these people, they have their life fixed, dude. They will always be in demand. Whichever country they go to, they'll always be in demand, Mridul. It's a lot more difficult for like technicians and IT guys, finance people. So much more difficult to find stability. It really is. It really, really is difficult. She's moving to Dubai. Dude, you speak to her? How do you know all this? If you broke up like a year ago, how do you know? Do you keep in touch? No, sir, but thanks for the concern. Come on, man. Canadian women are beautiful. And apparently, Canadian people are very polite, which is not something we are very familiar with in this country. That would be fun. I don't know. Yeah, rhythm. Come on, let's tell me. Is the stereotype accurate? Are proper Canadians very polite people? That's what I've always been told. Canadians are super super polite. Although rhythm is in Vancouver, isn't he? Vancouver and Toronto. I don't remember. Cities. People in the cities might behave differently. To be fair, people in cities are always ruder than people who don't live in cities. That's actually very true. Corner for PSG. So how long is Nitesh writing this? How long is Nitesh's words going to be? Thing is, Nitesh, everyone in your life apart from your family will come with some expectation. Love and all is just a lie. Women don't want to compromise at all. I don't see. I don't know. I don't know your situation, Mridul. I don't want to be unfair to the lady because I don't know what is she really thinking. But I will say this, and this applies to this applies to any relationship you have. Um, Even in the future, if you meet somebody, if people think life's not going to get tough once they get married, I don't know, man. Probably shouldn't marry them in the first place. You know, that might sound very harsh, but probably shouldn't marry them in the first place. As a man in today's time, you have to be very strong for everyone. Yeah, but you can counter that, Mridul, by saying as men today, we have never been weaker than we have before. Like, imagine how men were. Okay, let me put it to you like this. Imagine how men were in the 1800s. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what men were like in the 1800s? Things have gotten a lot better overall as a civilization, dude. But some things are more problematic than others. I told you I'm in Ottawa. So I said Ontario, dude. Relax. Isn't Ottawa in Ontario? Sorry, Ottawa's a different state, isn't it? Toronto's in Ontario, isn't it? Ottawa is the capital. Is it a state though? Is it a state? Now we have to be technical here because now it is in Ontario, dude. See? See, dude, I see what you're trying to do there. I knew Ottawa. I don't know how you say it. Ottawa, whatever. I knew it was. The point is, I knew it was in Ontario. How dare you, dude? How dare you? Province, Ontario, whatever, dude. However they say it. I'm better with the Spanish and Portuguese pronunciations anyway. Look at that old building, man. What building is that? Looks like the Parliament building in England. From distance, straight to Chesney. What is that building? Center block on Parliament Hill. Oh, it is the Parliament building. What a guess. तू खुद को नहीं संभाल पा रहा बीवी कैसे संभालेगा बच्चे से कैसे संभालेगा when you hear these words it'll wreck you मेरे को responsibility से डर लगना है अब Redul, it's all part of the game of life. It is all part of the game of life. It's frightening period. Does that mean you don't want to get married and have children? Maybe today you're saying that. How many more years you'll say that for? Eventually you will even want to have something in your life. Yeah? Jobs are great. Jobs are great. Life is good. People want other things, man. People want to travel. People want to eat good food. People maybe want to buy some good buy a good car. Whatever people like these days, man. It's more to life than just a job, isn't it? At some point of time. Like, I mean, when Jeff Bezos just gave like what 20 billion to his wife, and he was like, "Arey, leave me alone now, lady. I have other things to do." You know, if Jeff Bezos can give like a third of his wealth away, even though that lady technically didn't do anything for his wealth except stay married to him when he had zero wealth, he was like, "Just take it, yeah, please. I have enough money. What I'll do with all this money, dude? How much money? What is he gonna do with all that money?" He was like, "Yeah, take your share and leave." Yeah, I think she became the richest billionaire. She became a billionaire to divorce, dude. No, mad that is, to become the richest billionaire, female billionaire, and the reason she got it was divorce. Your life's too short, dude. Bezos was like, "Chal, yaar, le lo. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And now, please leave me alone." Ontario is a province and Ottawa is a city in Ontario. Same difference, bro. Look at you now being all technical. I said you were in Ontario, to be fair, in Ontario. Technically, Ottawa is in the province of Ontario. Oh, here we go. PSG. Oh, no. He was too fancy there. Flick was dapping everyone up. They almost scored a goal. Balde is there. I don't know who he's clapping to, but he's clapping to someone. I don't get why people don't get married. Life is not worth fulfilling someone else's expectations. Apni khushi sabse important and no one is permanent. Mridul, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that, dude. I don't know if I believe that. See, dude, you have had some issues, right? You've had some issues recently. But okay, let me put it to you like this, right? Before, let's say let's say 3 years ago, how was your life 3 years ago? How was your life 3 years ago? For a person named Balde, he has an awful lot of hair. शायद आप disagree करो नहीं, but I truly feel now that marrying is not the best option. Now unmarried people are more peaceful. It's a myth, dude. Unmarried people are hella lonely, dude. Hella lonely. Okay. So I'm going to story time, dude. Story time. How about that? Let's take off some of the sadness from this conversation, give you a nice story time. So me and my two friends, we were sitting on a hillside restaurant to see the sunset. That's not really the point. I'm just painting the picture. Okay, I'm not showing off or anything. I'm just trying to paint the picture of what we were doing there. So me and my friend were playing pool while we waited for our food. Now our friend was a girl. Okay, so she didn't want to play pool. She just wanted to sit there and chill. So she sat there and chilled. There were four white people, four English people. Okay, two couples. They were sitting there talking to her. We were minding our own business. She was spending time. She doesn't mind talking to people. They were like in their 50s. They were like late 40s, early 50s, maybe even late 50s. So she was just talking to them. She was telling them how she lives here and whatever. And now these people are on holiday, obviously. Because this hillside restaurant also has the rooms. So basically, they were staying in the rooms and they were coming out to eat while we were there. So the controversial part of it, I'll leave that out because it's honestly not important to this conversation. So we'll stick to the serious part. So eventually we sat there. Then we also joined in the conversation, right? We were eating food. We didn't want to be weird, rude people, right? Because they were talking to her, and then eventually at some point of time, she introduced us to them, and then obviously we had to talk. So we were just sitting there, okay, we were just listening, and we just like nicely asked them because they went like this. Oh, we have come with our couple friends, our friends who are also a couple. We have come for a holiday. We are here for whatever, 1 month, 2 months. I don't remember what the number was. Okay. We're like, oh, cool. How long y'all have been married for? You know what? You know what the response was? We are never going to get married again. I'm like, huh? And I was like, wait, what? But you just said like y'all have been together for like 15 years. He was like, yeah. We were married to different people first, and we have grown up kids. We have like kids in their mid 20s, whatever, early mid 20s. and we are divorced, and we have been living together for the last 13 years, or whatever the number. It was over a decade. We've been living together the last 13 years. And now the reason this question came up, no, was because they were talking about how expensive it is to maintain houses and what maintenance work they have to do. I don't know where the line of questioning came from, but it was that. So they were like, "Oh man, we wanted to escape winter. We did a lot of maintenance work in the house, and we don't want to be there for winter. So we decided to come to Goa." Uh, so then I asked them. Then we obviously asked them, "How long you have been married? That's cool. You know, you've come here with your couple friends, retired couples basically. And the best part is they're not retired. He owns his own. He's like a contractor, so he was basically doing work on the house. And he's like, I did all this work, and now I wanted a break. So we have come to Goa." So I was like, okay, cool. How long you'll have married for? And they both laughed. We'll never get married again. I'm like, don't know what again means, but okay. And then I'm like, then I asked innocently because I didn't understand what they're trying to say. They were like, yeah, no, we were both married. We have been married. We have done the kids thing, and now we live together. We are just partners, as they like to call it in Europe or in America too. To be fair, I was like, oh, that's cool. That's fine. And she was like, yeah, we are never going to get married again. We've done it once. We don't need to do it again. Our children are grown up. We are divorced. We are not young. So it doesn't matter to us anymore. We don't need a piece of paper to prove anything to anybody. We have already done it. It didn't work out the first time. We don't need to do it again. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then she was like, yeah, his children come to visit in the holidays. My children come to visit in the holidays. They have their own lives. So it doesn't really affect any of the kids or anything. And when you say single people are happy, they're not, bro. People do things like this now where they don't get married. And for the longest time, I've noticed English people been doing it forever, Mridul. I know plenty of English couples we have met through various years living here because a lot of English tourists used to come here before back in the day. Now it's mostly European, like Russians and whatever. There was a big contingent of English people that would come here and avoid the winter months. Uh, and a lot of them weren't married there, and a lot of them, some of them even had kids, dude. Like some of them even had kids, but they weren't married. So the thing is, you don't need money to be happy. I mean, sorry, you don't need to be married to be happy. You don't. But saying it's better to live alone, bro, a lot of people don't live alone here. It's a myth. People get lonely here. People get lonely. They just do. It's just the way it is. People get lonely. Casado gets a yellow card, by the way. So today you feel that way, Mridul. The last 2 years have been bad. You feel that way. But like I asked you, I'm waiting for your response. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, how was life? I'm sure life was great, right? You're with the love of your life. You're working. You're living in Bangalore. You're in a different city. You met your possible girl of your dreams. So you see what I'm saying, dude? Sometimes one bad thing has a avalanche effect. It gets very, very bad, and then eventually it stops. But the snowball stops rolling, dude. When it stops rolling, you have to gather yourself and recover here. You can't just lie there, dude. So eventually, in time, you will feel like you want to date. You will feel like you want to date eventually. Maybe you still don't want to get married, but you might want a companion. Maybe, see, I don't know, maybe you like older women because your girlfriend, I don't know how long you're dated, but your girlfriend was 3 years older than you. Maybe you like an older woman. Maybe an older woman now, depending on your age, might not want to get married anymore. Why would she want to get married? Because as the years go on, Ridul, for us, we can have children with anyone. Us, we have that benefit, but women don't. As they get older, it becomes really difficult for them to have children. So if they can't have children, why do they need to get married? Right? They can have a partner, they can have a live-in relationship. Why do they need to get married? They don't need to get married. So right now it might feel like that, but you never know, dude. Like I said, I don't know if you answered my question. So sorry, I didn't read it. If you did, Mridul, but are you in touch with your ex-girlfriend? Like, how do you know she's going to Dubai? How do you know she's going to start a clinic there? I mean, I think it's a good sign if you all are still in touch. a little bit. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, Hoyland scores again. Fucking hell, man. Way to ruin the mood, Aditya. Way to ruin the mood. Man, I knew we shouldn't have sold him. Yeah, it's really annoying, man. Really, really annoying. We just spent 80 million when we could have just bought a midfielder here. It's really could have played Cunha and mbeumo and Fernandes as a front three, and we could have just bought a midfielder. But no, no, we needed a number nine, dude. We needed a number nine desperately. Kanta desperately, man. We can't find the back of the net anyway. Waste of time. Canada is a big land, so it divides into provinces, not states. Why are you acting like you're American who never attended geography class? State, province, it's the same thing, dude. It's a French thing, yaar. The French also do it. It was a good time, right, Mridul? That's why we were in touch since July, not anymore. July is what are we in September, and that's not long ago. It's 2 months ago, dude. That's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Any reason? So, was it a plan where you all were both supposed to go to Dubai, uh, Mridul? Because you mentioned earlier that you did apply for Dubai as well. Was that part of your plan? Did you want to do that? Like, did you all want to go to Dubai together? Only Avalanche I know is an avalanche of goals. Hell, if Sunderland beat us 2-3-0, no, this guy, the way I'm going to bajao Ruben Amorim, no, they can call me negative to infinity, dude. The way I'm going to lose my mind if we get bajao by Sunderland, seriously. I mean, yeah, now people will say, yeah, but Sunderland is fourth. Shut up, man. Sunderland is fourth. Justification of terrible performances go on and go on, dude. Still 1-0 to Arsenal, still 2-1 to City. Leverkusen and PSV have both scored 1-1. Dortmund 3-1. Yeah. Arsenal should really pay attention. 3 goals Dortmund put past Athletic Club. Sporting has pulled a. Sporting didn't pull a goal back. Sorry. They equalized and Hoyland scored another one, 79th minute. Kevin De Bruyne again with the assist. I can't wait to see these Hoyland goals. I think he got a back post cross and he headed it in, man. I can't wait to see what goals Hoyland has scored today. Now I want to hear what people will say. League is slow, that is slow, those are slow. Some excuse there'll be. Still 2-1 to Juventus even. Juventus slowly scraping by the goals, dude. That was a nice story. And true, life's unpredictable. We should focus on things that make us happy. We see arranged marriages work, we see love marriages fail. We never know what's going to happen. Yeah, of course, they all can work, they all can fail, dude. I mean, these people are a live in couple who have 20-year-old kids. They come to visit them on holidays and they live their life alone. The man's in his 50s and he's still doing contractor work. He could have easily retired. It's his own business. That means he has, the thing about contractor work, especially in England, I don't know if you're aware of this, Mridul, but when you're in England and you do the work that we think is shit, no, the plumbing, the electrician, the AC technician, bro, I'm not even joking, Mridul. I'm not even joking. They get paid so much money because they are private businesses. I'm talking about regular old plumbers, dude. Plumbers, carpenters, jobs here, that people don't want to do. There they go to trade school, they learn it, and they mint money, dude, and they don't have to answer to anyone. They don't answer to anyone. They're their own boss. They make their own time and they make their own prices. They mint way more money than people who work 9 to 5 jobs on per hour at least. Of course, there are some rich bankers and all. They are getting paid way more, but like for the skill level for the job, they get paid more, dude. I mean, literally, this guy had enough. Like, he's like, man, I did all this work on my house. Now I'm come on holiday, bro. Lady does nothing. Lady's retired. Man still working in his 50s. What to say then? Free kick for Barcelona. Anything can happen, yeah. Anything can happen. See, the thing is, in our country, people think there is a right way to live. If you don't live that right way, no, people start making faces at you. That is it. That day I saw I saw a video of a couple in Bombay. Hilarious. Okay, it was a couple in Bombay. They the lady was a Hindu and the man was a Catholic, right? They so in the old community, in the old society, I should say, sorry, not community. It's all buildings in Bombay. Header straight to the keeper. In the old building, they lived in separate flats. Okay. Then they met each other. Then whatever they courted, and then they eventually got married. When they were courting each other, it's like the building knew they were a couple. Okay, it's not like it was a secret. The building knew what was happening because they were grown people. Yeah, they were like in the 30, yeah, early late 20s, early 30s. Okay, everyone treated them fine. Apparently, the moment they got married, people started treating them funny to the point where they had to change societies, and they lived in that building for like 4 5 years before that. So you tell me, dude, I am marrying someone, I am taking care of her, we are happy, we are in love, we both have jobs, we are both making money. What the fuck is it to you? Why do you have to treat us like shit? We are regular people, we pay taxes, we work hard. Just because one's a Catholic, one's a Hindu, you have a problem, bro. This is like this was like 3 years ago. This is 2022, dude. It's 2022. People are like that in 2022. Then it is what it is, dude. Hakimi got a yellow card now. So you see what I'm saying? This is the problem. Nothing is. There are parts of this country where they are totally chill, and there's parts of this country that will will find the smallest reason to not like you. And that is a really cynical yellow card. Yeah, this Michael Oliver's crap, man. Seriously. Thank God he's not refereed our matches so far. So just gather yourself and recover, as you said, bro. That's life in short. See, dude, you have to gather yourself. No, not because you were in love, not because you were depressed, not because you had anxiety. You have to gather yourself, no, because you have to live life for you. My mom said it. My mom said it best. Really, it's very sad to hear your parents say it, but she told me one thing. She told me one thing when she was asking me, Nathan, are you finding any woman? Are you looking for anything? Like, is there anyone that interests you? I told her no. I said, do you have any? Do you want? Do you have anyone? Do you know anyone that is? Do your friends know anyone? I just asked. I asked because she was talking about it, and she told me. She said it like this, son. I don't care who you get married to, but it has to be your choice. Because my mom has seen many people get arranged marriage, and it turned out horrifically. I don't want to get into it because it's not relevant. But let's just say it was horrific. Horrific. Really, really bad situation that it ended up as. So she said, I don't want you to blame me for the rest of your life because today I am here, tomorrow I will be gone. And the person you marry will be here sitting on your head, bothering you. And I don't want you cursing me for the rest of your life. Saying if you can't find anyone, then it's okay. You don't have to get married. And if you find a companion later in life, you can always be life partners. You don't need to get married because then by the time you're that age, you can do whatever you want with your life because no one is going to tell you anything. Now at 20 years old, 30 years old, a lot of people have a lot of things to say. When you're 40, 45, no one gives a shit. No one cares. Honestly, they'll be like, bro, you have lived enough of your life. Now do whatever you want. No one is going to come tell you anything or save you. So, so my mom told me that. She said, one day we are not going to be here, Nathan, and I don't want you to be angry at me for making you, giving you a suggestion, picking and then you go with my suggestion, it doesn't work out. Then you live a life of sadness. So this is the thing, dude, right? What a pass! What a cross by Hakimi! Oh, I knew it. I told you, people, this idiot's going to score. I told you, Aditya. I don't know if Aditya, you're even here. I say, I told you, no, he's going to make me sit down, dude. Thank God nobody's watching this watch along. Otherwise, I would get clipped up and I'd look like a fool. I told you, bro. Damn it, man. They're not this guy, dude. Oh God, you're gonna have some clown. Oh, he's off. He is a clown. He is an absolute clown. Oh man, look how lazy he is, dude. He's the how. Can you explain to me how that man can be offside when he is the last man? He's literally seeing the defender. He's looking at the side of the last man, the Barcelona's last man. He's literally looking at him, and he still manages to be offside. I think it's offside. This man's a joke, bro. Aren't they going to check it? Ah, it is a goal check. My God, they all walk to the center of the line. I thought they're not checking it. Oh, Monaco scored the penalty. Eric Dyer. No. Eric Dyer took the penalty. It is a goal. Oh, wow. It is a goal for PSG. Wait, is it a goal for PSG? Hold on. Confusion. It is a goal for PSG. Wow. Eric Dyer took the penalty, guys. The Spurs players come back to haunt Man City again, unfortunately. Wow. Wow. What to say? Wow is the best way to explain it. 2-0 Arsenal, finally. Saka scored in extra time. 4-1 Dortmund. Oh, Villarreal equalized. Ah. Oh, Juventus is horrible now. Napoli was still winning at the moment. Man, I knew I'd get. See, dude, this is what I hate. I knew this would come to bite me back, dude. I knew this bloody Gonzalo Ramos goal is going to bite me in the back. I knew it. Oh my God, really? Such bad luck, man. You have to have such bad luck, seriously. Hey, Parody Central. And yes, me trying for Dubai was my desperate attempt to make our futures align. It's not a desperate attempt, dude. It shows that you care and you miss her and you wanted to still try. Desperate is not the word I'd use, my friend. You're 30 years old. There's plenty of life left. It's your way to show people that you're still trying. I don't know if it's desperate or not. You could have enjoyed Dubai. I know lots of people who enjoy it. I don't. I enjoy the village life, dude. If I wanted to see skyscrapers, I'd move back out to Bombay. That's the truth. I don't need to go far. I enjoy being in Bombay when I'm in Bombay. I don't need to go anywhere else. If I wanted to see cities that desperately. I once met a 60-year-old man in a pub in Bangalore dancing, talking to chicks, smoking joints. That time my thought was, yaar, ye nahi banna hai. Now I think of it, I envy that guy. How happy. Bro, when you reach a certain age. See, I don't know how old the chicks were. That might still be weird. But if the women wanted to dance with him and he's having a good time, bro, you only have one life, dude. As the great Michael Chandler once said, you're not here for a good time. You're not here for a long time. You're here for a good time. So, speaking of it, Sunday UFC 320, baby. Pereira's back. Poatan, that uncle I have, the most boring person on planet Earth. Full time, by the way. Good game, yeah. This was a good game. Women, man, everyone will worship you if you worship yourself. Such crazy words from a mid 60s guy smoking and partying in a bar. Maybe he's given you a great life lesson, Mridul. I've never ever heard that one before, but that's definitely interesting. Who's the guy who was trolling Ramos for Ronaldo starting off the match? I wasn't trolling, dude. He's not better than Ronaldo, who's double his age, dude. That doesn't change anything. He's not better. The guy is getting picked behind Mayulu, dude. You know, Mayulu's like probably 5 years younger than him, and that's a tough conversation. Kudos to your mom, Neither, for being complete. See, dude, I and believe it or not, I've said this to many people. One time, I told somebody outright. I told them, listen, man, I'm going to be honest here. You're not going to like what I'm going to say. You might even get angry, but I have to tell you because you're my friend. I told you, there's going to be a time when there's no mom, there's no dad. So all this, I'm doing it because my mom told me, no, don't live your life like that. Because then don't take the shortcut of blaming your parents because they are not here to defend themselves. When you're here, no, take a stand for yourself if you don't want to do things your parents want you to do. Because you shouldn't have the right to curse them when they're not around to defend themselves. The thing is, a lot of people don't want to have that tough conversation with their parent, Mridul, because it's easier to just go ha yeah ha na and just let it go. But in reality, it's worse because later on in life you get a lot of resentment for your parents being putting you in that position. But in reality, you're the one who put yourself in that position because you could have said something about it and you chose not to say anything about it. That's the truth. Nathan जो भी बोल रहा है वो हो रहा है. Yesterday he said Galatasaray will win 1-0 against Liverpool. I did say that. Spurs and Manchester City, a never-ending fucks. Bro, can you imagine Eric Dyer in Monaco, dude? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Out of nowhere, Eric Dyer in Monaco taking a penalty in extra time. It's onside. They didn't have Dembele or Kawa. This is scary, bro. I told you they're the favorites this year, man. We can't do the old PSG trolling. They haven't won anything anymore, dude. Those days are over. Thanks to Inter Milan. We have to thank Inter Milan for Man City and PSG's European titles, by the way. This is why you don't trust an Italian club in a final, dude. That's a fact. That's a fact. Ask Juventus. What a wonder game of football. Fucking Prem is nowhere near this. Oh, it's settled down now, Bijit. Okay, this is bloody PSG and Barcelona. Okay, go watch. Go watch Leverkusen play Villarreal. Maybe you'd think differently. Relax. We still are the most competitive league, dude. Let's not get too crazy. It was a very good game, thank God. Yesterday's game was absolutely terrible, even though it ended 5-0. The first half was, I mean, I didn't even look at the first half. We were just chatting here on stream. I don't, it was 0-0 in the first half or 1-0 through a penalty or something. It was just a horror show. Luckily, they redeemed themselves at the end 5-0. Full time Monaco City, Monaco 1, City 1. It should be 2-2, no, Aditya? I believe it's 2-2. Yeah, I believe it's 2-2. Toze and Dyer and Haaland brace. 2-2 it should be. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yep. All right, guy. Premise should to watch. Okay, fine. Excuse me. अच्छा है Villarreal ने points बचा लिया है. Seriously, come back. Come back. 1-0, then quickly in the first 15 minutes, Juventus scored 2 goals. Then towards the end of the game, they scored, equalized. Anyway, Mridul, I hope it was helpful, man. I am off. I'm just letting you guys know now. Um, I'm not sure when, but I'm going to be doing 2 streams tomorrow. Sorry, Friday. One is we're going to do our usual preview stream, and the other one is I'm going to be on Football Unfiltered. I'm not sure what we're talking about, but I will be on Football Unfiltered. I think it'll be between 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So stay tuned. You will not get notifications. I'm letting you know now. If I can figure out exactly when I'm doing my preview, I will tell you Friday morning. It's not confirmed yet what the timings are, but it will be between the 7:30 to 9:30 time that we normally do a preview. Pathetic second half from Ashrinand, who's a City fan. For people who do not know, Man City bottling again and again. It's been a tough start to the Champions League for a lot of teams. Yeah, tough start. Villarreal will trust in Europe from those Europa League finals. No one cares about it getting fist up by relegation fodder. Doesn't make this league any fun to watch. It's shit. 10th Crown Jewel. Oh, yeah, we're going to do Crown Jewel next week also. That's great. Oh, man. This week, UFC, next week, Crown Jewel. Brilliant. We created almost nothing. This Prem is the best league. You get knocked out by PSG from Farmers League. One-off games, dude. Let's not get crazy. They got to play some English teams now in the Champions League. Let's see what they do. But yeah, 10th Crown Jewel this Sunday. Pereira, no streams on Sunday, guys. Only UFC stream in the morning. I'm letting you guys know now. There will be no evening streams on Sunday. Double header on Saturday, 7:30 and 10. We will take a 1 hour break. I think half an hour break between the streams just for dinner, and then we are doing back-to-back streams on Saturday. Friday, I'll tell you the time Friday morning when I can confirm what the time is for the preview show. Then I'll meet Suraj on Football Unfiltered. Friday, Saturday busy. Sunday morning, and then Sunday we're off. We're just watching everyone else suffer in the league, not us. But yes, I mean, I suppose my reaction will come out as well on Sunday. So let's see. Oh no, that's badly timed, isn't it? I have to put the reaction out even. But yeah, 6 games, Nathan, bloody 3 prime teams, and none of them won the Premier League. Sorry, and one of them won the Premier League. Let's see what's happening. See what's happening. City got 4 points. I think Newcastle won one game. I don't know if they won both their games. Arsenal won both their games. Liverpool won one, lost one. Let's see. Anyway, guys, I will see you Friday. Take care. I will see you Friday for a stream on my channel and then on Suraj's. Take care. Good night, and I'll see you in the next one.